if you have a job that is stable and giving you good income, would you ever consider leaving? Well, I did. And in this video, I'm going to share with you why. Now, I know some of you must be wondering, why would you bother watching some random dude talking about him resigning from his job, right? Like, what has it got to do with you? Well, if you are already happy with your job and you enjoy doing what you do every day, then this video is not for you. But if you are like me once, that you find yourself struggle to get out of bed and go to work every morning, and you have been pondering to make a change in your career for quite some time, but for whatever reason you have been held back, watch on. Maybe you'll be able to relate to one or two things I share in this video, and trust me that I went through the same struggle. So, are you ready? Let's go. For those of you who don't know me, I was in the finance and investment banking line, and while I didn't get paid millions or billions in the job, it was a job that did allow me to have a very comfortable life financially. So why did I quit? The short answer is that I just didn't enjoy what I was doing. Let me break it down for you. For those of you who have watched my first video, you would have known that I have a dream to do something in food and beverages. Since young, I always wanted to maybe be a chef someday or have a business in food someday. And one thing happened after another. I ended up in the investment banking industry. And what I was trying to convince myself was that, right, let's work and get the money first, and then someday I'm going to maybe retire early and start the food and beverages business as a boss or as a partner, as an investor in some way. But what I noticed after some time is that I was basically working solely for money and nothing else. And I wasn't sure, is it because in the back of my mind I just wanted to do food or something else. I complained about my work every day, and the only thing that really kept me going was the bonus that only comes out after a year. So imagine that for every year, I will be complaining for 364 days of the year, only to survive through that day when the bonus comes out, and then they repeat. So, if you have ever heard the saying, if you don't work for your own dream, someone else is going to hire you to work for theirs, that is exactly what I was feeling, despite knowing someday I'm going to use the money for my dream. But something just doesn't feel right, and I started questioning. But I stayed on, and what hit me even harder was that I noticed that as a result of me chasing after money, my life got completely out of balance. Let me give you an example. Because of the nature of the job, I was always stressed and exhausted physically and mentally, and I didn't have the time or energy to do things I enjoy doing or spend the time with the people that are matter to me. And after some time, my life just started deteriorating, and I couldn't help but think that it happened because of me chasing after money. So I started questioning every day, like, is this the kind of life that I want to live? A kind of life where I complain about it every day, only to look forward to that one day in a year, and the kind of life where I work only for money while letting go the things that actually value and matter to me. But like many people, I struggled to make the decision. I couldn't make up my mind to take the step to change because on one hand, I know that if I resign this time, I'm going to pursue my dream, meaning I have to start from zero. And I wasn't ready to give up the kind of stable income I was getting. And on the other hand, I also wasn't ready to give up that effort and time that I've invested in my career for quite some time then. So I struggled and I stayed on. But after some time, I realized that the situation is not going to change regardless of how long I stay in the job. In fact, I struggled and questioned myself for years and nothing changed. So I noticed that the only way that I could change my life is that I need to make a step and make something different. So logically thinking, I couldn't change the nature of the job, or more like I can't change how the industry works. And more importantly, I can't change the fact that I do want to pursue my dream. So after pondering some time, and for those of you who have watched my first video, you have known that I pulled the trigger. I resigned from the job and I pursued my dream in F&B. And honestly speaking, that is one of the best decisions that I've ever made in my life. Now, I just want to make it clear that this video is not an invitation for everybody to quit their job. But if you were like me and you had been thinking of making some change in your life, or there are something else that you would like to pursue, maybe it's time to start to do a little bit of thinking, a little bit of planning, and see how can you take the step to start making what you want come true. Like I always say, I always support people to go after the kind of life that they want to live. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different. It's more of a sharing video. If you like this kind of content, please do hit the subscribe button, and also let me know would you want to watch more of this. And also, I would appreciate that if you could comment and let me know if you have ever been in a similar situation. Like, how did you overcome it, or how did you improve it? So until then, I'll speak to you guys soon. See ya!